What is up, everybody? It's your boy, Pigskin Pete. Happy Monday to everybody. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Man, today is the day we've all been waiting for as college football fans, right? The day that the Associated Press releases their meaningless yearly college football ranking system that they do. It's about as meaningless, maybe even more meaningless, than Pigskin Pete's top 10 preseason rankings. That's right. But there's a couple funny things about this that we're going to get into. First thing is, it's almost identical to mine. Except that they left the Big 10, the Big 12 teams in there. So they left Ohio State in there. They left Oregon in there, and they left Penn State in there. And they're not playing. Well, as soon as I took to Twitter to point this out, first of all, tens of thousands of people agreed with me. Like, why would you have teams in there that aren't playing? And they said, well, they took the AP poll before the Big Ten and the Pac-12 canceled their seasons. Okay. Well, they can revise it. It's not that hard. I did it. And somebody else on YouTube or on Twitter did it as well in 2 seconds. It's not hard. What you do is you take out Ohio State, you take out Penn State, you take out Oregon, and you take the team that's ranked right below them, and you move them up a spot, and then you move everybody up below them up a spot too. This is not rocket science, people. Now, let's take a look at my top 10 real quick, and then we'll look at the official AP poll that came out today, and then we'll look at the revised version that came out once you remove Big Ten and Pac-12 teams from it. And there's a very interesting thing that you'll see there in comparison to Pigskin Pete's top 10 that I released last Monday, a week ago. I had Texas at 10, Texas A&M at 9, Auburn at 8, Notre Dame at 7, LSU at 6, Florida at 5, Oklahoma at 4, Georgia Bulldogs at 3, Alabama Crimson Tide at 2, Clemson Tigers at 1. Now, I'm not going to bore you by going through the entire top 10 and explaining why I had them where I ranked, because I did an entire video on that last week. If you haven't seen it, I go through team by team and explain why I had them where I had them, excluding the Big Ten and the Pac-12 teams, because they're not playing. Let's take a look at the ones that came out today. So on the left side, in the white with the black writing, and Trevor Lawrence in the picture there, that's today's official AP rankings. Clemson at 1, Ohio State at 2 with an asterisk. The asterisk meaning they're not playing this season. Hey, I got. How about make that a delete button? Why are they even in there? Now, to be fair, for all you people out there saying, oh, look at this Clemson homer clown on Ohio State in the Big Ten, I said in my video, if Ohio State was playing this season, I would have had them number 1 in my own rankings, even as a Clemson homer. So go take your medicine. Alabama 3, Georgia 4, Oklahoma 5, LSU 6, Penn State 7, Florida 8, Oregon 9, Notre Dame Fighting Irish 10. If you look to the right of your screen, the black background with the white writing, this is the revised rankings from the AP if you eliminate the Big Ten and the Pac-12 teams who aren't playing as of right now. What do you notice there? Clemson 1, Alabama 2, Georgia 3, Oklahoma 4. Right off the bat, those are the exact top 4 that I had in my own rankings. Go down to, forget 5 and 6 for right now. Go down to 7, 8, 9, and 10. Notre Dame 7, Auburn 8, Texas A&M 9, and Texas 10. Those are in the exact same order, in the exact same slot that I had all 4 of those teams in my own personal rankings a week ago. Now, I did have LSU and Florida in there at 5 and 6. The only difference is I had Florida 5 and LSU 6. They have LSU 5 and Florida 6. This is almost identical to mine. And the only real pushback I got from commenters on my video Most people agreed with me, or at least said it was fair, or whatever. The biggest pushback I got was, how are you going to have Oklahoma ranked ahead of LSU and Florida, Pete? Oklahoma's no good. They don't have a defense. They go to the playoffs every year and lose. Hold on. They go to the what? Where do they go to? Where are they going? Yeah, they're going to the playoffs every year. Out of all these teams in this top 10, anybody not named Alabama and Clemson, Oklahoma has been to the playoffs more than them. And they're still going to have one of the most talented, they'll have a top 2 or 3 offense in America. They have one of the hottest young quarterbacks in Spencer Rattler coming in. They're playing in the Big 12 against a bunch of other teams, by the way, who don't have very good defenses either. Same story, same song and dance. So that's why I had them ranked ahead of Florida and LSU. The main reason I have them ranked ahead of LSU, forget Florida for a second, is because LSU has lost more NFL talent in one season, plus one of the elite coaches in the game, Joe Brady, to the NFL. It's a, to call it a rebuild year is kind of insulting. I don't think it's a rebuild year. But if you're rebuilding and you're still in the top 5 or 6 in anybody's rankings at preseason, that's saying a lot of good things about your program and where you're headed. But to all those people who are telling me I'm just being a homer, I'm mad at that LSU won the national championship, so I put them there at 6. The AP agrees with me. Are they Clemson fans too? The AP? A bunch of Clemson fans, ain't they? Must be bandwagoners. Right? Yeah. Moral of the story here is, folks, these polls and rankings are all meaningless preseason before you've ever seen a snap take place. Mine is literally almost identical and just as legitimate as the AP is. And I'm just some guy making YouTube videos in the upstairs of his house in his man cave / YouTube studio. That shows you how legitimate the rankings are preseason and how pointless they are. The only rankings that matter in college football, and I want to reiterate this, the only rankings that matter in college football are the College Football Playoff Committee rankings that come out normally following week 8 in a 12-game season. Of course, we don't have a 12-game season this year. So I don't even know if we're having a playoff this year. I'm assuming the college football playoff will still have a ranking system, whether or not they play the playoffs. Anyway, I don't know. Point is, those are the only ones that matter. The only ones that matter. So the AP, Coaches Poll, ESPN Poll, Joe Schmo rankings on YouTube or on a blog somewhere, all legitimate as mine or as the AP. All meaningless. All meaningless. Don't mean anything. Just bragging rights, talking points, which is fun. I mean, that's the reason I do it too. I mean, let's be real here. I made a ranking system just to have something to talk about because, I think it's fun to talk about. Like to hear the criticism from people and where they would have teams ranked, and I like to see where the APs, what they say. Meaningless though. Meaningless. Anyway, that's it, guys. Maybe I should call the AP and tell them they've been watching Pigskin Pete because they copied my list. All right, guys. Anyway, I'm just getting around. I'll see y'all later. See you very soon. You're all amazing and fantastic. Have a great day. Pigskin Pete is checking out.